Welcome everyone, my name is Bevan, and this is the first episode in the tried and true EDC swap series. Today I got for you a CRKT Redemption. The courtesy of my buddy John. He sent this along for me to do, to test it out really, and I asked if I could do a review. So I did get his blessings on this. Let's talk a little bit about the maker, the model. So this Columbia River Knife and Tool, CRKT, collaborated with Ken Onion, because this is a Ken Onion design. And you can see it right there. And after some further investigation, this is manufactured by Hogue. Hogue is also known for, I believe, guns, or at least related to guns, but also manufactures knives. CRKT is a US company. And so this is made in the US, again by Hogue. Let's take a look at some measurements. All right. Overall, this is a big boy. Slightly over 9 inches. Looking at the cutting edge is over 3.5 inches, but the blade itself comes out over 4 inches. Looking at the handle, almost 5 inches. Let's look at the thickness. It's about 1/2 inch. Let's look at the width. Let's close this up. Just under 1 inch. All right. And let's look at the weight. .87 ounces. All right, let's talk about that steel. So this is a Dagger style blade. It's stonewashed, and it uses Magnacut, CPM-Magnacut steel. One of the most popular steels on the market right now. It's one of the most newest steels. It's high in corrosion resistance as well as toughness. It's a single edge dagger blade. It's not sharpened on this side. Beautiful stonewash right there. The opening mechanism, it's combined with a locking mechanism. So this is what they call a crossbar lock, but it also serves as the opening mechanism. So really, you're swinging the blade out, or you can drop it slowly. All right, let's talk about the handle. So this is used as a stainless steel bolster right here on the front and back. G10 inlay. This is ambidextrous, so it allows for the pocket clip to be on both sides. There are liners inside. I'm assuming stainless steel liners. I don't know if you can see that. Back to the lock again. This is very similar to the Axis lock. The Axis lock by Benchmade had a trademark on it that expired, or their patent expired. So you are probably seeing a lot more competitors out there coming out with similar locking mechanisms reminiscent of the Axis lock. spring retention on this is not very stiff, so you could use one finger to disengage. Even, I think, the index. There you go. The pocket clip is a deep carry. I believe this is stainless steel. I don't think this is titanium. And again, it's ambidextrous, so because of the way the locking mechanism is, left hand, right hand, it's fully ambidextrous in that sense. Let's take a look at what it looks like in the pocket. It just disappears. And again, if you recall the measurements, it's a big knife. It's rides 5 inches deep, but it's very slim, so lots of room to get your hands in there. Does not take up a lot of real estate. Let's talk about availability and price point. I took a look online, and right now, the only place I saw this available is direct from CRKT. So if you go on their website, it appears you can add this to cart. I haven't checked out, so I can't say with full confidence that it is available. Possibly it might be a delay. But I do know when I looked at other online retailers, they weren't available. One of them you can put a pre-order for, and the other one you can always sign up for notifications so when it comes back in stock. Plenty of online retailers offer one of those services. The price point is $225. All right, let's talk about my final thoughts. So when I first handled this, I was like, wow, this is a big blade. But right off the bat, I realized how comfortable it is. There's a lot of different designs out there where they contour the handle, but it's not necessary, in my honest opinion. This is very straight. It's got some contouring right here. I wouldn't say contouring, I would say just that's part of the design that sticks out a little bit. But it's very comfortable in hand. The liners inside offer a bit of jimping. I wouldn't consider that very effective, just it slides through pretty easily. But, you know, it's something. However, in the reverse grip, the jimping up here in the back spacer gives you a little more grip. I did test cut some paper with this, and it's very sharp. I don't believe my buddy sharpened it, so this should be factory edge. Rides really well in the pocket. There's no, you know, this doesn't take much real estate. For such a large knife, it feels like it disappears in the pocket. Easy to disengage, flip open. It's got a little nice design right here. Reminiscent of traditionals. They'll usually make some type of emblem on there. Traditional slip joints is what I'm talking about. This is a very nice design. And for $225, you're getting a lot of premium materials, especially the blade. Magnacut blade, a lot of knife. This is a lot of knife. From personal experience, knives with more of a belly, and well, dagger type blades aren't what I typically use for slicing, like food prep. But for an all-around EDC, this is probably good enough for what you need. Slicing, cutting out boxes, you know, maybe you got some thread hanging out in your clothing, you got to cut off. I think this is definitely worth a try. Looks like it's kind of scarce on the market right now. It's not readily available from all your online retailers, but definitely worth a try. Especially for $225, I think the value is great on this. CRKT typically runs in lower price points, but for the materials that they are using for this knife, my personal opinion is that I think it's worth trying. In terms of a everyday user, might not get the same amount of use. Really depends on what you use your knives for. But if you're just carrying around, opening up boxes, doing small cuts, I think this will fit the bill pretty well. Let's do a size comparison real quick. What do I have in the pocket today? I have my Spyderco Delica. And you can see it dwarfs this one. All right, really appreciate everyone. Shout out to John. Thank you for sending this by. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe so you get notified for the next episode. Please leave your thoughts in the comments if you have experienced the redemption yourself. What you think about it. Let me know if you have any suggestions for what you would like to see on the next video. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your weekend and yeah, make good choices.